Morning, dear professors. For today's teaching demonstration, I have chosen a very interesting topic to share with students. Well, the same topic is about the cultural differences between the East and the West. Before doing the teaching demonstration, I will stress my teaching strategy. Well, instead of telling students the answers directly, those cultural difference A, cultural difference B, and C directly, I will guide them to engage in plentiful discussions, like the form of Q&A or a small taste about English vocabulary during class. In this way, students will know how to explore proper answers to certain questions. Now it will be the right time to work out the first cultural difference. Perceiving the cultural difference. Here the strategy is through Q&A. Therefore, I have designed two very fun questions for students to consider and to answer. The first question is, what are the chief tablewares used by the Easterners? So I would like to call on one male student to give proper answer to this question. John, may I ask you a question? What are the chief tablewares used by the Easterners? So the one being called may say, well, chopsticks. Chopsticks are the main tableware used by the Easterners. Okay, chopstick. Then I have another question for another student to answer. Here is the question. When you go to a Western restaurant, what tablewares do you often use? So, Sophia, may I ask you a question? When you go to a Western restaurant, what tablewares do you often use? So, Sophia may answer knives, forks, or spoons are the chief tablewares I use when I go to a Western restaurant. So let me summarize about this cultural difference. This cultural difference is about the use of different tablewares. Tablewares means the utensils used on table. So in the Eastern countries, people often use chopsticks as their main tableware, while in the Western countries, people often use knives, forks, or spoons as their main tableware. So this cultural difference is about the use of different tablewares. So let's go to another. Here, students wake up. I have one small English vocabulary test for you to make some contributions. Vocabulary test 1. You need to think out one important word. So see my sentence. When a cook wants to add flavor to the dishes, she will use what thing to achieve that purpose? So the purpose is the cook wants to add flavor to the dishes. So do you know the answer? What's the vocabulary? I'll give you 1 minute to think about this vocabulary. Well, the answer is this word, flavoring, with the root, the flavor. The flavor of ice cream, the flavor of Chinese dishes. So flavoring in Chinese is 调味料. So maybe I will have another vocabulary test. Do you know for English vocabularies? 酱油、醋、盐巴、胡椒. These 4 vocabularies are related to food and beverage English. Think about these 4 vocabularies. Actually, I have write down these 4 vocabularies on the PPT slide. So let's have a quick look over these 4 vocabularies. Soy sauce. Another flavoring is called vinegar. So and the third one is salt and pepper. So these 4 vocabulary words as flavorings have anything to do with the cultural difference. Let me divide these 4 vocabularies into two categories. For the Eastern chefs, they often use soy sauce or vinegar as the main flavoring. But on the other side, for the Western chefs, they often use salt or pepper as the main flavoring. So, dear fellow students, do you perceive this cultural difference again? Let me summarize again. The cultural difference is about the use of different flavorings. The Eastern and Western chefs use different flavorings, as I have illustrated previously. What comes next is about the topic, standards of beauty. Again, instead of telling you directly the answer, the cultural difference, I have designed 2 relevant questions. The first one is, why do Korean movie stars go to a beauty salon? Think about the question and maybe its hidden significance. I will give you 1 minute to think about the question. Of course, by definition, when a person, especially a Korean movie star, go to a beauty salon, he or she is for beauty's sake, right? So let me call on one fellow student to give answer to this question. Why does one Korean movie star go to a beauty salon? Well, the one being called may answer this way. When the Korean movie star may go to a beauty salon to make his facial skin as white as possible. So from this case, we know that whiteness seems to be the standard of beauty in the East country. Did you perceive this? And I have another question for another student to answer. Here is my question. Why do some Hollywood movie stars go to a beach? Again, I will give you 1 minute to think about the question. So, the Hollywood movie star may go to a beach to make his facial or bodily skin become sun-tanned, exposing himself under the sun. And for what? The Hollywood movie star may want to make his facial or bodily skin as brown as possible. So in this case, brown can be regarded as a symbol of health. So again, do you perceive another cultural difference about different standards of beauty. Okay, let me summarize. Korean or Japanese movie star like to make their facial skins as white as possible. So whiteness is their standard of beauty. While on the other hand, in the Western countries, Hollywood movie stars like to make their skin become suntan. So brightness may be the symbol of beauty. The Hollywood movie star pursue the so-called natural beauty. In contrast to the situation the Korean or Japanese movie star pursue. So, do you understand this point? Okay, we have one more topic about responses toward praise, which we will see some interesting question. Supposing an Asian girl, Taiwanese or Japanese girl, go to a foreign country like America and meet an American. In case the American says to the Chinese girl, well, you are so pretty. So when a Chinese girl hears such praise, what should she respond? According to the nature of humbleness, the Chinese girl may say as a response, no, I'm not pretty at all. With such response seems to negate the American's comment, which is also rude. So students, this is the different cultural difference for the Eastern girl because of their humble nature. When receiving some praise, like the praise about one's appearance, they will say something negative, which will shock the one who give praise to any Asian girl. So here is one more important question that you may like to ask me, your instructor. Then some Korean says, I'm pretty girl, but if I say, no, I'm not pretty, which you say to me that this is not a proper response. So I would like to ask you, what is the proper response? Maybe you can think about this proper response for why, and I will give you proper suggestions. Well, my suggestion is that when someone, a Korean, an American give you praise, you can give back some praise. Maybe if the man is not handsome, but you can see something beneficial or good on his body. Maybe his clothes. You may use the following sentence. Well, you look very energetic on this shirt, or you make very effort to achieve every purpose. Anyway, my suggestion is that when someone gives you a praise, the Asian girl can give back the praise, which is more mutually beneficial and pride. Okay, for today's teaching demonstration, I would like to draw a conclusion. The topic is about the cultural differences. But at the beginning of this demonstration, I have stressed my teaching strategy. Instead of giving students direct answers, I will guide them through principal discussions to develop their ability to work on questions. So we have worked out some cultural difference, like the use of different fragrance, the use of different tablewares, and whatnot from spreading. So because of limit of time, I would like to stop here. I believe in the future we will have plenty of time to work deeper and to go to different ways to explore the topic concern. Thank you. Thank you for today's listening.